Hi ladies, it's Melissa here, and first of all, I'm sorry, I've been missing for a couple of weeks. I got totally snowed under with work, and I was hoping that my next kit would be here, but I think it might be lost in the mail, so I'm hoping that it comes this week. So what I'm doing is going back to my previous kit, the name of which has slipped my mind, but it's the one that has the Cocoa Vanilla Wild at Heart collection. And I'm going to do a page in this. I'm playing along with a challenge at the Scrap Gals community on Facebook, and it's a 100-day project. And so I'm doing 100 days of Scrapture, and so I'll just quickly show you what I've made so far. And I'm using scraps pretty much, so it's perfect for a little project. Using the remnants of this kit is perfect for a little project like this. So this is where I'm up to, and today is the 7th, but I haven't been that well. I had a head cold on the weekend. I'm still not 100%, but I'm up to day 6. So this is day 5, and this is just on some packaging. And what I want to do is do this side for day 6. Okay, so I had intended on filming this live, and I did that, but rather than be quick, it ended up being 18 minutes long, which is too long. So I decided just to do my normal voiceover. So what I'm doing here is using my fine line bottle, and if you're in New Zealand, you can get these from Warehouse Stationery, and you get 2 in a pack, and I can't remember how much they are, but they're pretty reasonable. So I'm just sticking my paper down. There's no measuring involved in this. It's just really easy just to stick it and then trim it off once it's a bit more dry. And what I'm showing you here is the Bible app that I use on my iPhone, and I'm just scrolling through to find the scripture that I had highlighted for the day that I did this. So I had a couple, but I'm picking the one I wanted. And so now that I've got it, it gives me a good idea of how much room I need to be able to fit all that onto the page. And that can give me an idea of what embellishments I can use. Now, if you hear singing in the background, it's my 3-year-old just playing with Play-Doh, and I'm just, she's one of those kids that sings all the time and probably doesn't even know she's doing it. I've got a house full of those kind of kids. So here I've got the stickers, and I'm just selecting that little tab with a heart. It's really sweet. I naturally want to add dimension to my pages, but because this is a 100-day project, I don't want to add too much. It's going to get too bulky. So that's a piece of chipboard, and I'm just, what you can do with chipboard is if it's too fat, you can peel off some of the like cardboard layers to make it thinner, and then just adhere it with glue. So I've positioned that little sticker and chipboard over the top of the stitching, but I am wanting the stitching to show, but I'm wanting to make it a bit more intentional because it's meant for the other side. So here I'm trimming off that paper, and as you can see, it's just really simple, and then I've got my crocodile, and I'm just repunching the holes. So you'll never know that the other side of this had it was packaging, and it had some branding kind of information on it. So here's what I've got left on my sticker sheet, and I love this sticker, but it needs a bit of separation because it's very similar to that piece of paper that I've used to cover that branding. So I've got the vellum out, and I've hardly used this. I used it for my cupcake album, but I need to make an effort to use it up. And so I've just layered the sticker over it, and then I think it provides a really nice separation between the two very similar paper and sticker. So I've used my glue again to adhere that. And I'm using liquid glue in this pretty much the whole of this album because I know for sure that it will adhere. If I use double-sided tape, I can't get it to the edge of elements, and because this is not going to be in page protectors and very interactive, I need it to be secure. So here I am journaling, and I'm using a pen that can handle writing on a slick surface. And I'll speed this up in a sec because it's not really that interesting, but it is actually the main point of this whole album. So I wanted to have a project that was doable for me. I wanted to be able to keep this going. We're only up to day 6, and there's a long way to go to get to 100, but I'm loving how it's turning out already. So as you can see, I've just fit it perfectly. I've had some other pages where it's been marginal whether I can get the whole scripture on. And now I am putting this little bow down, and I'm just using a glue dot. And later on off camera, I come back and put 2 more glue dots under the bottoms of the bow just to make sure it's secure. So I just trimmed off a bit of the thread. I've still left it long. And now I'm using this Project Life date stamp, or date and phrase stamp that came in the PLK, pretty little kit, and just putting the date. So that is my page. I add some sequins off camera, and I'm just putting it into my album. I hope you enjoyed this tiny little video. I'll be back next week. Take care.